Well, kia ora koutou katoa, no mai hara mai, tēnei wā mo te kimu o poi uka. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is week 3 of competition here at the Wynnum Softball Association, and up in the Premier Men's or A grade division, we'll see the Arohanui blue side. They will be the visitor batting first, and they will be taking on the home side of this one, that is the Brisbane Giants. Brisbane Giants will take the field first, as we see them coming out onto the field now, and let's set that fielding lineup for you for the Brisbane Giants. So a good squad here, second game of the day here on week 3 at Wynnum Softball Association. And if we set their lineup for you, left to right in the outfield, it'll be Lee Bossman, the starting left fielder. Centre fielder is Brooklyn Tekawa. Right fielder today is Dylan Meechin. And the hot corner third base is Chris Jr. Potaka. And starting the shortstop is Davey Bish. Second baseman up the middle was Luke Vandergrint. Behind the first base is Carlos Takawa. So all the senior veterans at first, second and shortstop in this one. Behind the dish doing the catching, Jeremy Germont, a pitcher himself, doing some catching, showing his ability to play multiple positions. And the kid on debut here at Wynnum is Jackson Gerbes from North Harbour, getting the start on the hill. Offensively for the Te Arohanui Blues side, leading off will be the shortstop Aidan Blackmore. James Purcell will be at first base. Doing the catching, hitting in the 3 spot is Regan O'Neill, of course a player you'll know from New Zealand, out of the Howick Softball Club, been over here in Brisbane for a number of years now is Regan. Played for Great Britain at a World Cup as well, and he'll be joined by in the cleanup spot by Lincoln Walk, who'll be doing the pitching, hitting cleanup today. Lincoln. Michael Vonchina will be at third base, hitting 5 today. Jared Pickup is in the 6th spot. Joel Bochholm is hitting 7. Mark Blackmore is in the 8th spot, the right fielder, and Cooper. Oh, I need to get that last name again. I'm going to look to my right for this bit of help. I've got Nick Keish. Here we go, underway. First pitch is a change up just up top. So Gerbes to Jamont, the battery for the Brisbane Giants, facing Aidan Blackmore, the starting shortstop. Low lifter on the outside will level the count 1-1. So Te Arohanui, the visiting side, batting first here in the match. 3:10 p.m. start time. Just a hair after that as this one curls off, foul. So 2 strikes, 1 ball. Just want to give a great mihi to the Tangata Whenua, the local tribe, the Minjabra. I hope I got that pronunciation right. Kia ora koutou katoa for allowing us to play this great game of Poiuka softball here today at Wynnum. This one away, 2-2 the count. Wynnum Softball Association played on a Saturday right here in the eastern suburbs of Brisbane, Queensland here in Australia. Change of pace, just sails over the top. So full count here to the lead-off batter, Aidan Blackmore. And Riseball up top will hit the walk, so the lead-off batter aboard on balls. Low lifter to start the next batter here, James Purcell. Young James spent a season playing for Puniku Calburni out of Wellington a couple of years ago now. Experienced baller, good at bat, good level head, knows the game well. Drop ball just outside, so 1-1 the count on to Purcell. No movement from Blackmore at first base yet. Beautiful day here locally, hit a high of 23 degrees Celsius. As this one pops up, right fielder backing back, right to the track, and that'll go over his head and all the way too. So a home run for James Purcell, and we'll have the first 2 runs of the ball game here. As I flick that around, apologies. So 2 runs to 0 here. That'll bring up for that Regan O'Neill doing the catching duties today for Te Arohanui blue side. A little low lifter on the outside edge for a strike. There was the count 1-1 now. Change of pace, that'll sail through for a strike. So 1-2 the count on Purcell. Sorry, O'Neill. Regan O'Neill. Drop ball with a bit of juice. We'll take care of the first out here via strikes. A little bit of breeze right on the coast here in Wynnum. And just maybe 300 metres from the backstop point is the coastline. So if you can get the ball up, the wind is blowing out today, but you've got to get it up enough. First pitch change up too high. To the starting pitcher for Te Arohanui, that is Lincoln Walk. Lifter on the outside edge. Lincoln Walk, a fine young pitcher coming through the ranks of Australia and of course Queensland. Just a year too old to go away to Colombia. 24 years of age is Lincoln. How about Jeremy Jamont behind the dish? Picking that one up in the dirt. Hattersburg a little. Lifter will come through at the top of the zone for a strike. So 2-2 the count here on Walk. If I remember correctly, Lincoln's family of concreters. Something stiff here into this one. Full count on him. And a lifter push going back, and that one will leave the yard, just waiting for the outfitter. Indeed it is. So Lincoln Walk getting on the back of that one, and Te Arohanui blue side getting off to a quick jump here. 3 runs to 0 on the top of the first innings. A little time out here by the Giants. Jamont goes out, so does Vandergrint. Plenty of experience out there for the young hurler from New Zealand. Apologies. So back to the action now, and it'll be Michael. He'll hit that first pitch over to Bishop at shortstop to record the second out. So 2 away here in the top of the first innings. It'll bring up the second baseman, Jared Pickup. So got a bit of information about these Te Arohanui sides. The white side is the young team. They've come through, and lots of representatives for Australia. There's the earlier side that the Brisbane Giants played as that one comes through for a strike. This one, the more senior veteran side for Te Arohanui. This one outside, so 1-1. Of course, Te Arohanui white side had a banner day for young Alex Duncalf. 3 home runs, including a grand slam. 8 RBIs on the day. As we see a change-up sails through. Fresh off the World Cup in Colombia, U23 World Cup. Of course, Australia finishing with a fantastic tournament. Silver medalist for 2026. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here on pickup. Drop ball just down low. It's a full count. The Wynnum Softball Association using some player umpires. Little change up that has pushed foul down the line. In this case, they're lucky to have young Michael Finks behind the dish calling the balls and strikes. Of course, a member of Kia ora, a member of the New Zealand U18 side, just freshly back from their silver medal placing in Palmerston North, Papua, Oceania World Cup qualifier. So both Australia and New Zealand will qualify for the World Cup later on next year, around about July in Czechia. The middle of Europe, Czech Republic. Rise ball's pushed foul. All my buddies watching in, I can tell you quite clearly that the drought is broken. Game break, so you got the chance to catch up with Chris Portucker, one of the leading members of the Wynnum Softball Association, and all the other great board members. Round ball straight back to Gerbes, and he will make the 3rd out. That'll do the top of the first innings, but it's not before Purcell and Walk put a charge into 2 balls over the fence, and they lead 3 runs to 0. Bottom of the first coming up next. As Te Aroha Blue take the field, let's set their defensive lineup for you. Left to right in the outfield is Cooper. I'm still looking to my right to get the pronunciation of his last name. Nishki, thank you. Cooper Nishki at left field. Centre field is Joel Bockholm. At right field is Mark Blackmore. Hot corner third base, Michael Vonchina. Over at shortstop for the Te Arohanui side of his Aidan Blackmore. He's joined up the middle by Jaden Pickup. At second base, first base is James Purcell. Behind the dish, doing the catching, as I mentioned already, Howick Softball Club original is Regan O'Neill, and he is catching for Lincoln Walk, the hard-throwing right-hander. Offensively for the Brisbane Giants side, it'll be Chris Potaka Jr. He'll be leading off, the third baseman. Brooklyn Dakawa's in the 2 spot. Luke Vandergroot and Dave Bishop in the power and the punch. They'll be hitting 3 and 4 today. Carlos Dakawa, he's backing them up. He's in the 5 spot. Jeremy Germont's in 6. Jackson Gerbes hitting 7 today. Dylan Meacham in the 8 spot, and Lee Bossman will round out the batting order for the Brisbane Giants. Bottom of the first innings. Drop ball at the bottom of the zone. Chris Putaka. Slow ground ball. And good footwork by the shortstop Aidan Blackmore for the first down. Then I'll bring up the bat the centre fielder for the Giants, Brooklyn Takawa. A couple of weeks into his winter stay here in Brisbane. Of course, of recent years played for Hutt City United, then moved his way up to Auckland, and the county set up as young Takawa. This one comes through on the outside here. Lincoln Walk, mentioned experienced pitcher, come through the ranks of Queensland and Australia. Hard throwing right-hander. Throws a change up here, this one in the dirt. So 2-1 the count now. This one clips the outside edge. So that'll level the count on Tikawa. 2-2. Walk, leans back. And a rise ball with a bit more stank on it to pick up the second out here in the bottom of the first innings. The veterans now, Luke Vandergroot, Dave Bishop and Carlos Takawa for the Giants. First pitch, just pulls it down the line. Luke Vandergroot, a exponent of the Aussie Steelers, played his softball and amongst the time of Kirkpatrick and Folkard, Goolagong, all good teammates of his. The rise ball gets him swinging out front. A little something off that one from Walk. So in the hole here, Vandergroot. You'll lay off that one, race pitch outside. Drop ball outside as well, so all the way back here, 2-2 now. Quality at bat from the second baseman from the Giants. And then he gets up into a rise ball that'll take care of business, and that'll take care of one complete. It is Te Arohanui Blue leading the Brisbane Giants 3-0. Top of the second up next. Back into the action here, top of the second innings. Change of pace to the top of the zone. A low lifter on the outside edge. So Joel Bockholm, the centre field leading off here for Te Arohanui. As this one flares up, we'll go foul out of play. Bockholm will be followed by Mark Blackmore, the right fielder, and Cooper. As I look to my right hand side to get the last name of Cooper again, Nitschke. He'll be hitting 3, the left fielder. Nitschke. Rise ball fouls back. And he will sail that one, change up through. That'll pick up the first out of the innings. Right fielder for Te Arohanui, Mark Blackmore now. 2 Blackmores in the lineup. Just like a good softball team, plenty of family connections. Drop ball at the knees. Beautiful day here in Wynnum. .338 local time, as that one's above the zone, 1-1. Temperature starting to drop just a little. Ground ball up the middle, and that one will squeeze through for a single for Mark Blackmore. So one aboard here, and I'll bring up the number 9 hitter. The left fielder, Cooper Nitschke. Oh, I've learned it. Took me a while. Rise ball up top. This one's fouled off to the right side. 1-1 the count now on Nitschke. Nitschke wearing his Queensland representative hat. Of course, a lot of these young men have had the opportunity to play for their state, let alone their club, and of course some of them for their country. Little change up down in the dirt. Cleverly blocked by Jamont, keeps the runner at first base. It's my first time being at the Wynnum Softball Association for games. I've had a little look at the park a few years ago, and I've got to say I like the vibe they've got going here. Real family atmosphere. That one gets away, the runner will go down to second base. You can see quite clearly now it's around the development of the ball players, then the individual game wins. One of those exponents you can see right here, Nitschke, actually plays for the white side. That's why he's got a white shirt on instead of a blue top like the rest of the team. So you're able to fill in for the other teams. I like that. Those associations that do that in New Zealand as well. This one fouls off. Don't worry about transfers and all sorts of rules. The game of softball's got enough rules as it is. allow these young men or young women just to play. Good to see you here from the Wynnum Softball Association. Up top, and that'll be a walk issued to Nitschke. Down to first base he goes. So runners on 1 and 2, one away here, top of the second innings. And Te Arohanui will go back to the top of the shop, Aidan Blackmore now. First pitch change up in the dirt. Riseball up top. The time called here by the catcher, Jamont. Let's have a little chat. I mentioned Jamont, a pitcher himself, so knows the situation. Great to pass on those words of advice. Drop ball just a little high. And low lifter feed it in for the strike, taking all the way is Blackmore. Can't get the change up to land, and so that'll load the bases here with one away for James Purcell. First time through the order for James was a home run to centre right field. Giants playing the defence, corners playing home, middle infield playing for the double. Drop ball through the zone to start the at-bat for Purcell. Very experienced team, this Giants, of course led by Dave Bishop, long-time member of the Puridoa United Softball Club. Drop ball, looking to go the other way, he might get it. And it'll go foul down the line. Plenty of distance off that stroke from Purcell. The Wynnum Softball Association got a vibe going all day, music over in the club rooms in the distance, so you can see that centre right there. Fantastic group, got all the kai and refreshments you need for the day, and continuous playlist. Rise ball up top. So 2-2 the count here. Gerbes continuing to Jamont, the battery for the Brisbane Giants. Drop ball, we'll get the play at home for the force out. So bases will remain loaded as they take the fielder's choice from the third baseman, Chris Putaka. That'll bring up the Great Britain international, Regan O'Neill. one just a little low outside. Of course, Kiwis will remember Regan. He was the shortstop for Great Britain when Beninoka slid into second base, collided with his leg in 2017 World Cup, Men's World Cup. And unfortunately for Anoka, ruled him out for the rest of that World Championship run. New Zealand would go on to win the World Championship in Whitehorse, Yukon in 2017. Beninoka watching from the bench. This one outside. So 3 straight balls here to O'Neill. A little bit of time here as Luke van der Groot comes in from second base. Passes on a bit of word of advice. Drop ball down Main Street. So 3-1 the count here, 2 down, loaded bases. And that drop ball overcooked. And that'll a walk and a run here for Te Arohanui. They move out to a margin of 4 runs to 0. It'll bring up the pitcher, Lincoln Walk. With 2 down, the catcher will be replaced. Out to run for him will be Cooper Nitschke. And a change of pace to start the at-bat. Walk in the cleanup spot today, pitching and hitting cleanup. Back-to-back games for him. Pitched the game before this one did walk. This one just away. So 1-1 the count. Taking up top, 2 balls, 1 strike now. Hard hit ball, third base is right there, Pūtaka, and he'll record the 3rd out. And so that'll do the top of the second innings. Te Arohanui will cross the player over the plate on a loaded bases walk. They lead 4 runs to 0. Bottom of the second coming up next. Well, as Lincoln Walk comes out to take his warm-up pitches for the bottom of the second innings, the Wynnum Softball Association play an hour and 20-minute matchups here in the Premier Men's or A-grade division. So game got away a little bit late. It was due to start at 3:10, started around about 3:16, I think. So originally due for a 4:30 finish, so maybe 4:36. And if they are within the last 5 to 7 minutes or so, they won't start a new innings. If they do start a new innings, they will complete it. I do like that rule, to be fair. Most of these athletes will play tomorrow as well. A number of competitions here in Brisbane. The Wynnum Association playing on a Saturday. Redlands tomorrow. Most of these players are playing that on a Sunday. Of course, the fantastic facilities at Redlands softball. No game tomorrow though, day off at Redlands. Of course, Redcliffe have their association competition, Ipswich, Logan and Brisbane. So a number of softball competitions running throughout the Brisbane greater area. First pitch, rise ball swinging is Davey Bishop. He's starting shortstop. He's followed by Carlos Takawa and Jeremy Jamont. 1, 2 and 3 here for the Brisbane Giants at the bottom of the second. And a drop ball is pulled foul. Try to curve that low lifter around the back corner. Couldn't quite get it there, so 1 and 2 the count now. Had a chance to catch up with Alex Duncast's father, Chris, between the matches. And a rise ball swung through for the first outs. Chris, an old teammate of mine back in the day. Don't ask me what day that was, because it was a few days ago. I mentioned the Australian team back in this week after a 40-hour transit back to Australia from Colombia. 6-hour bus ride, a number of flights. It's a different part of the world to travel from, that's for sure. Carlos Takawa now. Of course, very recognised in New Zealand. That one will come through on the outside edge. 0 and 2 in the hole is Dugout. Representative of Mount Albert Ramblers. Lethal hitter in his day. This one's outside waist pitch. Now owns a trucking delivery business, whiteware delivery business in the Gold Coast. Been over here a number of years, calling Brisbane and the Gold Coast home these days. This one outside. That'll level the count 2 and 2. Anything inside in Takawa in his day was dispatched over right field in a haste. This one late, off the glove of the third baseman, picks it up and throws it over in time for the second out. So retired in order so far, the Brisbane Giants, and the number 6th hitter in the lineup, third of this innings, the starting catcher, Jeremy Jamont. Not to be mistaken by his brother, Julian Jamont. The middle infielder, used to play shortstop for Australia. I used to give him a hard time because he used to have a half a cal the size of his glove at shortstop. Fine player though was Julian. Still is a fine player, I'm told. Get a chance to catch up with him next weekend. The waste pitch outside. Ground ball right into the bread and butter of the third baseman, who sails a rainbow over, does Michael Vonchina, but that'll take care of the third out here. And the Brisbane Giants retired in order through the first 2 innings. It is Te Arohanui Blue leading the ball game 4 runs to 0. Top of the third to come next. Okay, as the Giants come out in the top of the third innings, a couple of defensive changes here. The catcher will leave the leg guards behind and he'll come out onto the mound. So Jeremy Jimont will take over on the hill. And the second baseman, Luke Vandergroot, who will take over behind the dish. Now the defensive changes for the Giants. Carlos Takawa will stay at second base. And Dylan Meechan, who was at left field, he will come into first base. From right field, and the pitcher Jackson Gerbes will go to right field now. So Jimont to Vandergroot will be the new battery here for the Giants. 4 runs to 0, top of the third innings. Meechan at first base, Gerbes at right field. Those are your defensive changes. Arohanui will send up the third baseman Michael Vonchina to lead off as he swings through the first pitch he sees. Jared Pickup and Joel Bochum will be the first 3 batters here for the Te Arohanui blue side. Waste pitch up top. Gets him swinging on a drop ball on the outside edge. 1 and 2 now the count. Vonchina. Voncina, I should say. And that drop ball just misses on the outside edge. So levels the count 2 and 2 here. Jimont works quick on the mound. Full count now. Vandergroot, ex-Aussie Steelers catcher. So very experienced behind the dish here. And can't catch him on the drop ball, and that'll get the first batter out here in the top of the third innings. Jared Pickup now. He sees a rise ball just above the zone. See the shadows across the field as the sun is setting to our west. One sails in. 1 minute past 4 p.m. here in Brisbane. Big swing on that one as that towels away. 1 and 2 the count. Was here last night for a bit of a throw around. And around about, I'm going to say 5:20, he started to get dark. Ground ball. Bishop is there at shortstop and over for the second out. So a strikeout and a ground out. The first two batters that Jamont faces. So Joel Bockhong. So that was the first pitch strike through there. Whoop. What have I done? Little time here as I make sure the kids are okay in the outfield. That one comes through the zone. This will Jamont take care of business in the top of the second innings. We will move to the bottom of the second innings. And for the Brisbane Giants, they will send up the right fielder, Jackson Gerbes, Dylan Beecham, the first baseman, and Lee Bossman, the left fielder. 1, 2, and 3 here, trailing by 4. First pitch to Gerbes, the rise ball outside. Beautiful afternoon here. Early winter's afternoon in Brisbane. And drop ball, grounds out. Or should I say foul ball down the left side. And a rise ball, too enticing. So 1 and 2 the counter here on Gerbes. And he'll come back with the rise ball to pick up the first out. Dylan Beecham now. First pitch to him is a kind of a slow drop ball that falls behind it below the zone. The This one on the outside edge. So 1-1 the count now on Meacham. And a low lifter right down the kitchen sink. Drop ball just a little wide. 2-2 the count here on Meacham. Well, the low lifter's good though through the bottom of the zone, and Lincoln Walk has started this game on fire. Retired the first 8 batters in order. That'll bring up Lee Bossman, starting left fielder. First pitch to him is hard and through the zone. Bossman wears the GoPro on his batting helmet. If you want to follow him, it's at Boss Lee Will. As he fouls that one off. Boss at Boss Lee Will is his tagline. Loves himself for TikTok apparently. And good morning, good afternoon, good night. Says Walk as Bossman will go down the strikes, and that'll do the second innings complete here. It is Arohanui Blue leading the ball game, 4-0. Top of the third coming up next. All ready to go here, top of the third innings. Due off the bat was Mark Blackmore, but I think this is a pinch hitter in for him. Senior veteran. Facing a rise ball from Jeremy Jamont in his second innings of relief here. Top of the fourth innings it is. Be on the Dugout Broadcasting missing their regular scorekeeper, so you have to put up with Chopper trying to keep a track of the scoreboard here today. Low lifter just misses inside. Be on the Dugout's budget to come over for this weekend. Not quite stretching enough for the scorekeeper to make the trip. And a swing and a miss on the outside edge. 2-2 the count now. Happy to report this waste pitch outside. Happy to report that Beyond the Dugout will be joining the in-camera crew tomorrow, broadcasting the grand final day of the Under-16 Girls National Championship. Sorry, this one pops up. Jamont's right underneath it, and he will take care of the first out. Of course, that's the Under-16 Queensland State Champs, hosted over the Ipswich Softball Association. So Beyond the Dugout will be going to support the in-camera crew. They're live right now on their YouTube channel. Just search them up, in camera. You can catch all of the action from the Under-16 Girls Queensland State Championship. Cooper Nitschke take first pitch down the edge of the zone. Oh, a change of pace is good too. Gets them swinging way out front. This one pops up. Third baseman Putaka will take care of that. So took two quick outs here on the top of the fourth innings. That'll bring back to the plate, top of the order, starting shortstop for Te Arohanui, Aidan Blackmore. And Blackmore swings from his heels on a drop ball on the first pitch. Drop ball sails over the top of the zone. So 1-1 the count here on Blackmore. 2 away, top of the fourth innings. Te Arohanui leading by 4 at this point. Two and one now. A little purchase on the rise ball. So 2-2, 2 down. Drop ball looking to tag the edge, can't quite tag it. So the river's not open yet. Member player umpire behind the dish, young Michael Finks, calling the balls and strikes. So full count. Some foul straight back. This one pops up. Bishop, the shortstop, will take care of it. And that'll be the out. 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the fourth innings. It is Te Arohanui Blue leading the ball game 4-0. Brisbane Giants will come out swinging in the bottom of the fourth. Well, as we go into the bottom of the fourth innings, just a reminder, the time limit of these matches here at the Wynnum Softball Association, hour and 20 minutes. And approximately, not too sure, the official ruling, 5 to 7 minutes to go in the game. They won't start a new innings. We started a little bit late, about 3:16 on my clock. I'm not the official scorekeeper. So that should take us to 5:26 local time. So 19 minutes away from that. This Giants get a long fourth innings here. We will see a fifth innings. The start of new innings, they will complete it as well. Lincoln Walk's been on fire here today. Retired every single batter he has faced. Top of the fourth inning, 10th batter was the top of the order, Chris Putaka. That drop ball comes through with a bit of heat on it. So in the hole here is Putaka. And there, good morning, good afternoon, good night, as he takes care of the first batter on 3 pitches. So 10 batters up, 10 batters down. Lincoln Walk so far in the match. Going to bring up Brooklyn Takawa, starting centre fielder for the Giants. The first pitch to him is down the tram line. And Walk is just attacking the batters here, which is what you want from a starting pitcher, that's for sure. Got a real economic delivery, does Walk. Just a step and deliver. Change of pace is good, that falls in for a strike. So 1-2 the count now. Takawa, a fine young player coming through the farm system in New Zealand. Originally from Counties Monaco, spent a fair bit of time down in the 04 region. As he swings hard at that one, can't catch up to it. And 2 outs here, all via the strikeout in the fourth innings. Well, they'll flick over to the experience now. Vandergroot, Bishop, Takawa and Jamont. See if they can break this cycle from Walk. First pitch clips the outside edge. The chance to catch up with Vandergroot in between games. Told me last year would only hit about 3 of the 10 rise balls that Walk would throw. But as all good hitters do, made the adjustment in the grand final last year at a rise ball right up on the leaders out of the ballpark as the Giants went on to win the title here at the Wynnum Softball Association. And there's that rise ball again. We'll take care of him. So 3 up and 3 down. Let's just say 12 batters, 12 down from Lincoln Walk. Top of the 5th coming up next. With about 7 minutes or so to go in time here. And so that will start the 5th innings. The 5th will be the last. Brisbane Giants have a quick chat in their dugout before they head out to the field. I'm sure let's just keep them at the score. And let's see what we can do in the bottom of the 5th. A one pitch warm up, all ready to go. The Giants here. And the Arohanui Blues side will send up James Purcell, Regan O'Neill and Lincoln Walk. 1, 2 and 3 here. Third time through the order for them. First time for Purcell though, facing Jamont on the hill. Jamont came in the third innings in relief after Gerbes through the first two. Hasn't given up a run since he's been on the hill. Ground ball straight to shortstop, and Bishop will be bread and butter for him as he'll throw it over for the first out. So O'Neill first pitch, driving a rise ball up on the letters out to centre field. So down to first base he goes with one out. First hit issued off the pitching of Jamont in his relief work here today. Lincoln Walk now. Been real patient at the plate. Rise ball, no movement at first base. Well advised with the arm of Vandergrint, as I mentioned, Aussie Steelers former catcher, middle infielder. Knows the game inside and out. Swing and a miss on that rise ball. So 1 and 2 now. A little change of pace, curveball fouled off. Looking for the drop ball on the outside edge, can't clip the plate. So 2 and 2 the count here, one down. O'Neill running at first base. Jamont's got the signal, steps back. Here comes the 2-2. Hard hit ball. And that'll go foul down the left field line. Not quite home run distance, off the end of the bat that one. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Jamont set now. Low lifter, hard hit ball up the middle. And station to station they go here. So 2 runners aboard with 1 out here for Te Arohanui. That'll bring up the third baseman, Michael Vonchina. Got his pink batting gloves. You're not going to miss him in a sandstorm, that's for sure. First pitch drop ball on the outside edge. Von Cena played well at third base so far. And pull that little change of pace down the line foul. The outfielders go running for the ball. No outfield fences here at Wynnum, but they do have a demarcation for the home run line painted out there, and along that painted line is a number of white cones you might see in the distance. That marks the home run fence, and it's an honesty system here at Wynnum. Decide whether the ball goes over or bounces before it leaves the yard. 0-2. Change of pace, that'll come straight back. So just waiting for that ball to come back from foul territory. Back to the action here. 1 down, 2 runners on for Te Arohanui. Waste pitch. All set to go. And change of pace on the outside edge. That'll level up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Jamont reaches back, pick up the strikeout on the outside edge. So 2 away here. That'll bring up the second baseman, Jared Pickup. And of course, with 2 down, the catcher and pitcher, both out on the base paths, will be replaced by courtesy runners. So Jared Pickup takes the first pitch inside for a ball. This one on the outside edge levels the count 1-1. That one fouls back. So moves the count 1-2 now. 2 away here, 2 runners on for Te Arohanui. Looking for those insurance runs late in the match. And a little check swing, excuse me. Te Kawa will make the field and the tag. And that'll be the 3rd out here in the top of the 5th innings. We go to the bottom of the 5th with time up on the clock. And it'll be the Brisbane Giants looking to dig them out of the hole. 4 runs. Lincoln Walk hasn't let a single batter on base. Back soon. As we go to the bottom of the 5th innings, and apologies, I said time is up. There's 5 minutes to go, but as I mentioned in the bottom of the innings, if the end of that, if there is 5 or 7 minutes to go, they won't start a new inning. So this will be it here. The Giants will need 4 runs to tie it, to go to some sort of tiebreaker, I guess, or 5 to come from behind. Lincoln Walk's got other things on his mind though. Hasn't let a single batter get to first base. I won't say what he's on. I think you kind of gather. No walks. None of those other things as well. So Davey Bishop will lead off here, followed by Carlos Takawa and Jeremy Jamont. 1, 2 and 3 here for the Giants. And Lincoln Walk will continue to work on the hill to Regan O'Neill. The first pitch, attacking the strike zone again as a low lifter on the outside edge. A little taking something off that one on the drop ball. So in the hole here, Bishop early. Walk has got a great thing going on today, that's for sure. Nice pitch outside. 1 and 2 the count now. Walk set and ready. And hard hit ball from Bishop. And the no-no is broken. Perfect game as Bishop picks up the first hit of the ball game here for the Brisbane Giants. So Lincoln Walk coming into the 5th innings with a perfect game running. No walks, no hits, no hit by pitches. No one reached first base. And the experience of Bishop takes care of him in his first at bat here. Swing and a miss from Carlos Takawa now, starting second baseman. Slow grounder. And they try to get the lead runner but can't make it stick. And so the Giants with something cooking in the kitchen here in the bottom of the 5th innings. The first 2 base runners batters aboard. So 4 runs to 0. No outs. Sorry. No, there are no outs. I don't know how I did that. Apologies. Jamont, first pitch. And it comes off the glove of the second baseman. And they make the recover, though, to get him at first base. So the runners will move up 60 feet here. With Takawa at 2, Bishop at 3. And the kid on debut here at the Wynnum Softball Association, Jackson Gerbes out of North Harbour, and up to the plate. And the first rise ball he sees, he swings through. Comes through, drop ball on the outer edge. So 0 and 2 the count now. Walk. Pitched a heck of a game here. Giants trying to find their way. Yeah, that one's on the outside edge. We'll take care of Gerbes. So 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th innings. That'll bring up Dylan Meechan. Giants down to their last out here on week 3 of the competition at the Wynnum Softball Association. Walk. First pitch overcooked over the top. Just a reminder, Beyond the Dugout will be in action tomorrow at the Ipswich Softball Association, supporting the in-camera production group, the ladies out there. This one fouls back. Of course, calling all the action at the under-16 state championships hosted by the Ipswich Softball Association. That's out west, quite west, not Auckland, Brisbane, apologies. That one clips the bottom of the zone. So walk one strike away from shutting out the Giants here to complete a good victory. Bottom of the 5th innings, 2 down. And a rise ball to finish it. That's been his bread and butter all day. And that'll do us here in the bottom of the 5th innings. We're all complete. It is the Arohanui blue side running out victorious over the Brisbane Giants, 4-0 on the back of Lincoln Walk's complete game shutout here in the late match. And they ran out victors 4-0. Thank you for your viewership. As always, here at Beyond the Dugout, we appreciate your viewership from wherever you may be watching across Australia and of course, Aotearoa, New Zealand. That's us signing off from Brisbane here on weekend 1. We'll be in action also next weekend, where we'll cover the action from right here at Wynnum Softball Association, and if need be, the Redlands Softball Association on Sunday before catching a flight back to New Zealand. Don't forget, if you want to catch the action tomorrow, Beyond the Dugout will be supporting in camera as they produce the under-16 Queensland State Championships out at Ipswich tomorrow. First game action is at 9 a.m, I believe. An early start as they have grand final day out there tomorrow. Congratulations to Te Arohanui blue side. They're running out victors here, 4-0 at the Wynnum Softball Association. Kia ora koutou katoa, mā te wā, pō mauri.